Okay, guys, so we gotta get this. Are we recording?
Yes, it's recording.
Okay, guys.
Let's start with a clap first. Maybe a clap. Okay,
right.
Good.
I'm not gonna be in it.
Just saying the clap to sync all the audio. So.
All right, guys, let's go ahead. We gotta get this video together. We gotta give Klass N Session all the love, all the props. So let's start.
Do we have to, or is this just a suggestion?
It is required.
Nah, he's a cool guy.
Yeah, he's great.
No shade, no tea. Steve, what you got for us?
Okay, so the part that stood out the most for me in this season was the Cooley episode. Cooley was cool as hell. I liked how she talked about how she became aware of Ken the Man and like how her whole journey, her riding on the freeway, and heard her charisma and just wanted to meet her. So yeah, that was my favorite moment. And then it goes.
Okay. Well, it's a flashback. So just look in the sky and flashback.
You know what? I remember it like this.
Yeah, you got Ken the Man. She's a phenomenal rapper.
Yep.
How did that relationship
with Ken, we had a mutual friend, and our mutual friend had posted her on Instagram in 2016.
Okay.
And I was riding down 288, literally, on the south side. I promise. And I was just looking on Instagram, scrolling. And I saw this girl rapping. I didn't even hear what she was saying. It was just her whole energy on the video. I'm like, damn, Lil Mama hard. And I'm going to be honest, I never saw myself working with female rappers because I like real shit. And when I say real shit, I like people to write their own shit. Right. So with female rappers, you know, it's been known that they have ghostwriters and people to write their shit. That's why I never fucked with it, honestly, you know. So, but of course, as time changing, you know, that's female rappers are popping right now.
Nah, she was so consistent with it.
She was so consistent with it.
Yeah,
so
she was boom, boom, boom.
I asked the girl like, "Hey, link me up with her." A day later, me and Ken met. We met at an apartment building. Never since then, it's been.
But that's building relationship.
Yep, I was one of her first managers that she ever had.
Right, and I know that again.
Yeah, because you were there.
People don't know. Me and Cooley been locked in a long time, and again, before Ken the Man became Ken the Man, I had on my radio show, Pilot Talk, and I was giving her flowers then. I know how I do about the flowers. Like I was telling her, like, she real life gonna be the next one. You know what I'm saying? I had Doe Beezy on the show at the time too.
Hard.
And we was giving it to her like, hey, keep doing what you're doing. And I think again that's 2018. Yeah. And Ken the Man.
Yes, that was good. I love pulling those best. She really does know best. Like that was live. Yeah. G, what you got?
So for me, my episode that I would say is probably my favorite. I guess because I'm a vegan, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my vegans, throw the bees up for me. Tearing up the mics, man.
Fucking up.
But yeah, I like the episode with Talik, from the owner of Soul Food Vegan. Yeah. That episode was amazing. He dropped a lot of gems on the food and a lot of the
on the whole health side. Mm-hmm. I know you get into it. How does that correlate with us as far as me? Like I work out all the time.
Right.
I need extra energy.
Right.
Some suggestions I would say that'll help us out.
I know, and this is to help a lot of people out. The average person beats cancer 7 times and don't even realize it. And being the people in the workout community, they love protein, processed protein. But I always let people know, I mean, there's a clean protein, plant-based protein. It comes from amino acids. You get secondhand protein with meat. So I let people know also this plant-based thing is not a fad. The catalyst for cancer is foreign RNA. Foreign RNA is a fancy word for saying animal DNA. So you got to cleanse it out your body regardless. And you got to starve the cancer cells. And what feeds cancer cells is processed food and meat and cheese and dairy. So that's what I'm showing people how to do it. And I let people know as a warrior, I'm a warrior. I'm a warrior. I'm a hooper. I'm an athlete. I had a warrior spirit. I am a warrior. When I found out, you know, about these parasites, whenever you have the meat cravings, like, oh, I gotta have that pork, that barbecue, you know, that I gotta have. I'm finding out that these are parasites and electrical impulses to your brain to make you have those cravings. And once I
feel them,
you know what I'm saying? once I beat it, I start feeling good. My energy levels through the roof.
Man, this is good information.
I'm gonna be a buck with you. It's like my skin. It's like I took 10 years off like I took 10 years off. I rejuvenated time like 10 years. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Did y'all see it? It was live. It was a live episode, man.
Yeah, he was dropping knowledge about the herbs and stuff. He was getting it. He was getting
herbologist. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to start growing some more stuff in my garden. You know what I'm saying? Cultivating my garden, not just the community.
All right.
I think they're having a moment.
She gave her time to be cute. She was like, "Oh, you're doing something."
Sorry.
Jay, you remember our favorite part? It was King and King Jr. Like, Mel and L Jr. Anyways,
Okay.
I really love that one time on the show he had King and King Jr. And then King was like, yeah, he beat the sparks off of him. It was too hilarious to see King Jr. perk up. Like,
What did you see in King Jr. from day one that makes you put him on his journey?
Honestly, okay, so I was fighting at first, right? And then once I had King, it was like I had to provide for myself and my family. So it went from there. I had him and I was like, you know what? If I'm not giving 100% my all to this boxing stuff, I might as well just not do it.
Right.
With that said, had him and he turned 2 years old. And once he turned 2, I just put the gloves on him. And I was like, hold on, let me see what he working with. It got to be in his blood. It got to be in his genes.
Right.
And from there, it was a wrap. Seen him at 2 years old. He showed some promise. I'm like, wow, this young dude is legit.
Yeah.
Then he started taking it serious around 6 and 7 years old. I'm like, hold on.
Yeah.
Now, I picked out a kid. I ain't gonna name no names, but I picked out a kid that looked real good, right? And I'm like, I'm about to put him in there with my son because I want him to whoop my son. I want to see if my son really ready for this.
Right.
Put my son in there, and my son beat sparks out this. And
Of course he did.
Goodness.
Yeah.
I said, oh, we got
Great. Pow.
Yes! The little kid is so inspiring. I think that's awesome. That's a good episode too. That was a good episode.
Yeah, it was great. I
That was a good
enjoyed
episode.
that one.
That's a good moment.
And the thing about that is like for you to be that young and have that much discipline is kind of crazy. Because I know when I was a kid, don't get me wrong, I was a good athlete when I was a kid, nowhere near King Jr. in discipline or even just fame or anything. So I admire that a lot.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Stephen Thompson. And when I'm not DJing and giving people the vibes, I'm cultivating a community at Community Cultivation Network. We'd love to see you. We'd love to have you. We'd love for you to view our podcasts. Not only are we the best, we're the best. And if you don't believe us, that's too bad. We love you. From here and everywhere else. My name is Stephen Thompson from Stevie Rock Radio, and you're now watching the CCN. Jazz! Jazz?
What's good?
Yeah.
What is good?
What's happening, macchiato?
We know. We're doing our Klass N Session moments, and we know that you be talking about his growth and like how he came from starting here and grown to this episode, a channel where we talk about manhood and all these good things. You remember that time when he?
It's supposed to be a flashback episode.
You're supposed to look up in the sky.
No, I don't.
She said nobody told me. She started looking like,
I remember the time I flew to the sky. I was not here.
so like a rainbow.
So I was just doing my. So yeah, I do remember that. Yeah. Right. So so Rashad, man, it's crazy because when I first met him through working out, and he would talk about how he had a radio station, how he wanted to start a podcast and everything, and the very first episode was a little rough. We did it at my mom's house, but he was talking about, just wanting to stay consistent. That was a big thing for him. Is he wanted to stay consistent and really try to speak his perspective on things. So just to see the growth from season 1 to season 2, it's just real big. I think I just give a lot of push to him because I can see him every day, every episode, trying to get better. Trying and trying for it to get better. So shout out to First Class.
That's strangers. You know what I mean? They kind of come from, they believe in what you got going on, just what you putting on as far as social media, or if they come in and see your content, they can believe what you got going on is successful. But when you have people that been knowing you your whole life, I would say it's kind of hard for them to see the success on both sides. They want to see the best for you, but they also want to see, sometimes they want to see them doing better, if that makes any sense. So with that being said, it's kind of weird to me that strangers become supporters more than friends. It's apparent, I want to say it's really common in all areas because everybody can't go do what they want to do, pursue their dreams all the time when they really want to. And again, sometimes you're just being that person to show them, hey man, you really can do it. And or you want to be that guy to be like, all right, I'm starting to do it. Let's team up and do this stuff together.
That's important.
Yeah.
Trying to grow, trying to stimulate growth for yourself, it's really cool.
Yep.
It reminds me of what King said. You got to bet on yourself.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And stay away from the bullshit.
Yeah.
That was Jay Hill.
Yeah.
Jay Hill.
Shout out Jay Hill. Yeah.
My favorite moment was definitely DJ Young Sam. Like, he came
I was feeling that.
and shifted my perspective, my motivation. It was when he was talking about
the travel. I know y'all travel in like a group. What is that about? Like,
what you mean?
Do y'all travel like it? When y'all go to like Belize, it's like a
no.
Group
See what it
thing?
is I get booked sometimes. Like I got booked for Belize to DJ 2 nights.
Oh, okay.
So what we do is we might go DJ our gig that night, but we got the whole day to go around and check out the whole scenery and everything. So that's what we did. We brought our camera and we just filmed on our breaks or whatever.
Okay, yeah, that's fire. Getting
And then
booked
like
in Belize,
any other
man.
thing we do, like one day when we had Miami, we had a video shoot out there. So that's when we end up shooting the video that day, and then the rest of the days we
Slim had a
vacation.
video shoot out there?
No, this is for Sasha Monroe.
Oh, okay.
And then our other trip we did Puerto Rico. We had a video to shoot out there.
Right.
So
I'm
for
thinking
Zamar.
y'all traveling, but I mean you are traveling.
Yeah,
but
we
you-
traveling. But then, we got our own
Hey.
stuff as far as like Cancun was birthday.
Right,
And then,
right. It just was so boom,
yeah.
boom, boom.
Yeah,
like, man,
they all happened like that. And then like
goddamn,
I
son.
think like next week over there we going to LA, me and Slim.
Right.
So it's like if she happened to go to LA with us and we end up staying longer, then we'll film while we're out there. So
yeah.
it's just how we keep the show going because it's really just our life. Like that's why we call it the life we chose. It's
Right.
more than just a traveling show. It's what we got going on because we
Right.
showing y'all that hey, we going to go work, but at the same time we enjoying ourselves or whatever. And it ain't all just work. Like, at the end of the day, it don't even feel like work because we doing what we love.
I know we chimed in about your reading and everything, but that's a discipline that you reading every day. Do you read multiple books?
Yeah, multiple books. I probably do like 5 a day.
Okay.
But it's just like that's just my time because it's the thing about me. I never liked reading.
Yeah.
Like back in school, I just knew that I was gonna be in the music industry. I needed the basic reading or whatever. But then at the end of the day, it was like I was so far ahead in the game, like as far as like
At that time,
mentally,
yeah.
to where life will catch up with you if you ain't continuously learning. So if you sit
Right.
up here and think you done know so much right now, just think about 10 years from now, that knowledge that you got gonna be old.
Yeah.
So it's like now with this reading, I do this every day because I want to keep sharpening my skills every day.
Right.
Like I'm never gonna get stagnant again.
Yeah,
I'm always
yeah.
gonna have an idea.
Yeah, that's the mindset to have.
Okay, I was like, is that your flashback face?
Hey man, it's getting Jazz every time. Jazz is like, I think Jazz is
Cool though.
Oh man. Wicked.
Bro, I can't wait to edit this.
Like lost. I'm always the lost one in the video. Like, what's going on here?
Man.
What about his the second episode? I think that he did by himself.
Disclosure
right? On season 2. You know, I was feeling that, and I think the city was feeling that because he got a lot of views on that without any advertisement. But you know, people like to know you or get to know your true authentic self. Right. So I think that was a big chance for First Class to talk about who he is as a person and as a man.
I think his guests all around have offered like real perspective, real like the opportunity to grow and deepen yourself, your skill set, your knowledge, offer discipline, something that a lot of us lack. So it was good.
And he gave out flowers. That was good.
One flower giving motherfucker.
Consistently giving out
passing
flowers.
out them flowers.
Yeah.
Say we like flowers.
Episode.
Shout out to the flowers.
What about Del Fonte? Del
Fonte.
I feel like what he talked about in that book. What he brought with the book and stuff. I think that was really good. It made me laugh because he couldn't get the author's name. I watched that for over and over. He said Jenny Allen, whatever her name is.
But yeah,
put some respect on her name
for real.
But yeah, this was a pretty cool season. I think we should give it up for him. Give him a round of applause.
Shout out Klass N Session.
Again. Shout out to Klass.
Right again.
Stay humble.
So I think we oughta end it like I'm gonna end it like Rashard would end it. I'm gonna be like, okay, here we go. Let me do my best, Rashard. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let's collect him.
Yes, sir.
Klass N Session Podcast.
Hold on. Here we go. Yes, sir. It's your boy First Class, Klass N Session Podcast. I just want to thank y'all for, tuning in with your boy. My bad. Thank y'all for rocking with your boy. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. It's your boy First Class. Appreciate y'all checking out the last episode of Klass N Session. You can also check out these other episodes from Community Cultivation Network, and you can learn a lot from. Subscribe, like, and comment to Klass N Session Podcast right now. For sure.